Hi, I'm Joachim for Statistics Globe, and in this video I'll explain how to create a vector with intervals using the R programming language. In the video I'm going to show you two examples, and the first example will create a vector with numeric intervals. And for this we can use the code that you can see in lines 2 to 4. And in these lines of code I'm using the seek function, and within this function I'm specifying basically three arguments. The first argument is specifying the starting point of our sequence. The second argument is specifying the last position of our sequence. And the by argument is the most important argument to specify a vector with intervals, because this argument is specifying the intervals within our sequence. So in this case, I'm starting our sequence at the value 100 to the value 200, and I'm using intervals of 10. So if you run lines 2 to 4 of the code, you can see at the top right of RStudio that a new vector object has been created, which is called x1. And we can print this vector object to the RStudio console by running line 5 of the code. So if you run this line of code, you can see at the bottom in the RStudio console that we have created a vector object with numeric intervals. So in the second example of this video, I want to show you that it is also possible to create a character vector with intervals, and we will do that based on the letters object that is already provided by the R programming language. So we can print the letters object to the RStudio console, as you can see in line 7 of the code. So if you run this line of code, you can see at the bottom that the letters object contains the letters of the alphabet. Now let's assume that we want to create a subset of this letters object where we are using only every fifth element of the letters object. Then we can apply the code that you can see in lines 9 to 11. And in these lines of code, I'm specifying the name of the data object that we want to use. So in this case, we are using the letters object, and then I'm opening square brackets. And within the square brackets, I'm again applying the seek function as we already did before. And within the sequence function, we are specifying the same arguments as before, the from argument, the to argument, and the by argument. And to the to argument, we are specifying the length of our vector object. So in this case, the length of the alphabet. And then I'm specifying to the by argument the interval that I want to use to create our subset. So if you run lines 9 to 11 of the code, you can see that another vector object appears at the top right of RStudio, which is called x2. And if we print this vector object to the RStudio console, you can see that we have created a subset of the letters of the alphabet, and this subset is consisting of every fifth element of the alphabet. So in this video I have explained how to create a vector with intervals using the R programming language. However, in case you want to learn more on this topic, you could check out my homepage, statisticsglobe.com, because on the homepage I have recently published a tutorial in which I'm explaining the content of this video in some more detail. Furthermore, if you have liked the video, I would be very happy if you leave me some positive feedback in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notifications in future when I'm releasing new videos to the channel. That's it for this video. Thanks a lot. See you next time. Bye bye.